Hey everyone, Lone Star Collector here with another great video. Today we're looking at something special. We just got it. You think, what, F7? Okay. Well, it's what's hiding behind it. Let me get this out of the way. So the F7 in the mid to late 70s became CF7s. This is the new models from Rapido. This one has the ESU lock sound decoder in it. Get here a little closer. 2494 with a round cap. Light number boards, class lights, the whole works. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this thing run a little bit and then we'll look at the details on this fine motor. Right now I want to give a shout out to Iron Playing Hobbies. They sent me one of these about 10 days ago and it had a missing part. One of the wheel journals was missing. And we did an exchange and everything went great. So shout out to Iron Playing Hobbies. I normally do not endorse hobby shops or companies of that nature, but their customer service is tip top. So anyway, let's get this thing going. Sounds like an old tractor. Little flange squeal there. I can't really tell, but it's got trunk lights on the front trucks, as well as walkway lights on each of the steps. So, two on this side, two on the other side. Rapido must have low geared these. I was told to make them a little more authentic. This should be a good cooler. I've been running this thing. I just got it a couple hours ago. And I've been breaking it in and running it on the layout here. In a continuous loop. Here's the box. Everything came in. Let me adjust my camera here. I think I got it zoomed in quite a bit. Let me put my controller down. Anyway, you get this manual, operator's manual, with the locomotive. It's got all your information in regards to like your DCC functions. See, we got information on breaking it in, removing the shelf. You need to do that. What else? Got all the I've set the locomotive's address, and here's all the functions and what each function does. So it's a pretty good little book. I also put these decals in there in the box. Comes with 2 sets. Well, two, because there's only one on each side of the locomotive when they were using these. These ACI labels for the car identification. Anyway, those came in this little slot here. Of course, you got the regular plastic crate, protects the model, and in the box cover. So, and there is the model. Cleburne Shop CF7, round cab, Santa Fe, 2494, yellow warbonnet, 1974 and beyond. So there's that. Let's catch up with this locomotive here. I'm gonna get it around here so we can look at some of the details on it. I normally don't do product reviews because everybody else on the internet does it. I just prefer not to. But when we have, occasionally, we get a model in that's different than anything else that's been released or it's never been released before, we normally do it. So let me get it down here. We're going to stop it and run it back the other way. There's something about this locomotive. It has it where you can set the headlights on both ends. So like if you're doing switching and stuff, the headlights will stay on. I'll see if I can demonstrate that here in a second. It's real hard to try to hold the camera because I'm just using my iPhone camera. I don't have a way to prop it up, just make it stationary, and run my controller at the same time. So I have to deal with that. Well, you can see the rear headlight is on. Let me get around here. It's on because it's going in reverse, of course. This time I invite y'all, if you like this kind of content, to like and subscribe to our channel. And what we do is we just continue to make videos when something new either hits the market or hits the lab. Here we have both. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to try to demonstrate that headlight I was telling you about. Still over here and get my extra large toothpick to do it. So bear with me a minute. Again, I gotta set the controller down. Let me walk over here. So let me see if I can remember. I think it's F13. There we go. Let's see if this may work. So, as you can see, we have our headlights on here. It's currently in reverse. So, as you can see, the rear headlights are also lit. So, this is the first time that I know of a model that a manufacturer put together with that capability. So while we're here, let's just kind of go over a few little things to keep my camera here in focus. Tell you what, I'm going to move out because I'm picking up all this background. So I'm going to get over here against the wall. So bear with me a minute. Let's get this thing moving. So we cranked it up to get this thing moving, so you can see it's geared real low. This thing ought to be a fool. The main purpose of getting this for the layout is to do yard work with it, and also locals. Alright, so let me stop it here. Let me get my toothpick. Alright, this may be a little better. Maybe a little shadow, but that's okay. Alright, so class lights, and you can turn these class lights from white to off to red. So let me see if I can demonstrate that. Let me see, I think it's F11. Yep, there's off. So then you can do it again, and they come on red. Okay? Now, in my younger days, when these guys were around, I don't remember using class lights too much, especially the red. I like the white better, or clear. Okay, so the model comes, of course, with an MU connection here, and it's also MU hoses, your grabs, lit number boards. This model has the CAN antenna. There's your horn. I'm not really sure what this is. I don't know. I don't know if it was some type of base for an antenna. I don't recall. Anybody knows, put them in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you on that. Sunshades. It's got your cab mirrors. Got your 4-port exhaust. Let's see what this thing has in on it. Let me zoom in here a little closer. I don't see anything on those trucks. I don't see anything on those trucks either. I think on the other side there is a speed recorder. And you got rear grabs on the back, your sand filler, and then of course another MU tower here for your MU connection, and also MU hoses. Everything was on the front, it's on the back. The pilots are identical. Of course, back in the day, you didn't have ditch lights. I do think Rapido is building, they've made a Los Angeles Junction version that comes with the ditch lights. I think that's right. Okay, so there's different varieties of these, different variants. Of course, this is the round cab version in the yellow warbonnet. They also did a round cab version in the bookends or the pinstripe version, and also they did the angled cabs, the square cabs. None of the square cabs were painted in the bookend paint version. They were all warbonnets, all yellow warbonnets. These things, I believe they started working on about 1975, 74, 75. I'll take that back. I think it was about 1973. They started working on these when they were shopped out of Cleburne, Texas, just southwest of Dallas. These units wore the bookend or the pinstripe paint scheme. Of course, they had a round cab on them, and they did have this big window here. Essentially, they kept part of the F unit cab, the round cab, and then also this window here. But they redid the front here. Now, the very first one that came out, they left the angled window. I call it a like a wing glass on your old car when they used to have wing glasses. It was angled, and now as they moved forward, they put the double square window in there like on the modern locomotives they have today. With the square cab, and also some of them had air conditioners on top. These had the air conditioners in the cab. So anyway, again, you got any questions, let us know. Get back to you on that in the comments. And again, like and subscribe to this channel if you like this kind of content. Sorry this video is so long. I normally keep them under 5-6 minutes. This is just under 20 minutes. So, but I think it's well worth the time to show what a nice model this is from Rapido Trains. Have a good, safe 4th, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.